It's fair to say it hasn't been the most exciting week of football, even with the current tournaments in play. Fear not though, as we delve into some hot topics during this episode. As always, if you enjoy the podcast, support us with a subscription and don't forget to check out our other platforms. Any support is greatly appreciated. But without further ado, let's talk ball.
It never gets old, does it?
Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 4 of the Let's Talk Ball podcast. I'm Samuel Slaney and I'm joined with Connor Ward, John Lomas and Jordan Mountford.
Special guest.
Again, yeah. How are we, boys?
Yep, doing alright.
Good.
Bit tired.
Same, to be
It's
honest.
just a bit of a, shit morning, isn't it, really?
That's why today we're going to have a bit of a chilled
In
episode.
terms of weather, it's definitely set the tone for...
What do you mean? Lovely skies outside.
Oh, yeah, that's not
See, I was in the sun too long over the weekend, so
Where
I
have
was
you
just
been?
messed up. No, just like in this country, yeah.
Well, yeah, because
It's
it
not
was
really
really
been
nice.
that nice weather,
It's
has
been
it?
Saturday
nice.
was really nice.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Yeah.
started...
Saturday.
Barbecue on Saturday.
Well,
yeah,
there
really
was a
nice.
day when in the evening, I don't know whether it was Saturday or Sunday, when it did start raining very briefly.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah. So.
But Saturday
It's
was
always
nice.
one day.
Yeah, anyway.
Right, so we're going to mix it up then. It's still a chilled episode, kind of like the last episode we did. We're going to mix it up and we're going to do the second half as the first half. So has everyone got the quizzes loaded up?
Yep.
Yep.
So it's an
Love that
interactive
silence.
segment and it's Would You Rather?
Let me get my phone then.
Football edition, of course. So, first one. And the listeners can play along with us as well. It's on the Mirror, this is. A Would You Rather one. It's not bad, is it? It's probably the best thing to come out of the Mirror.
Aren't
Would
they
we agree with that?
Probably,
in
yeah.
the sun of the
Son of the ship,
Yeah.
really shit.
Yeah, they are, to be fair. Right, first one. Would you rather sign for Barcelona and never play in the first team, or spend your whole career in the Championship, but be a star?
Barca?
It depends
It's a
if you
difficult
were
one.
just staying at that club, or are you like, because at Barcelona you can be a name on the bench and not start, and you'll still get a good move from it just because you played for Barca.
It's one of them, like, yeah, I totally agree with that. And imagine if you're in a club and a girl comes up to you, oh, you're a football player.
Yeah, you're straight in there.
Who'd you play for?
Or wasn't it
Barcelona.
Wasn't that Ajax football? Just it messaged a model and said, "My name is."
That's all you have to
and she
do.
literally came calling.
Think about it. Whether you're playing or not, you're on good money there. You get to train in the best facilities in the world.
Well, yeah, you're a footballer.
You're with
aren't
the
you?
best players in the world.
That's all you need to say.
You still get to
And
train with Messi.
Some players have to be on the bench.
I am a footballer.
It's true.
Some players have to be on the bench.
I think it depends on how much you love football or money.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
good
yeah,
point.
that's a good point.
love
If you
money,
wanted to
you're
play
playing
every,
Barca.
if you wanted to play every week, then and
Realistically, if you were the best player in the Championship, like season after season, would you be more famous than if you were a sub for Barcelona?
yeah,
If you're looking at it like that.
probably.
And then why would
yeah.
you not get a move to the Premier League?
I mean, I'm trying to think. Jack Grealish, he's probably more famous than someone like Pinto, that Barcelona goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Plus you can become a club legend,
Pinto,
can't you?
yeah.
Like,
Is he like 40?
No, he's out now, isn't he?
Is he out?
Retired, yeah.
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Wasn't he on the La Liga Legends? Like, La Liga put out a post with
He
a load
was
of
a
pictures.
legend.
That's why they put him on there.
What a guy.
I'm going to go for Championship, lower league.
Yeah, I'd probably go
I
for
mean,
that.
in terms of that, I always remember like Ross McCormack. He was dominant in the Championship.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
But no, did he move to the Premier League
I think he did once and
and then just failed?
yeah,
Like a Dwight Gale type of thing.
Jordan Rhodes, kind of like that kind of
I
player.
don't get them
yeah.
players, I don't, where they can do it in the Championship.
Really good in the Championship,
Yeah.
but crap in the
Do
Premier.
you remember
Yeah.
Adam Lefondre, was it? For
Reading,
for
wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But didn't he have one
Yeah, it was
alright
alright,
season?
I think, in
yeah.
the Prem, yeah.
Yeah, 80% have gone with playing for the Championship and 20% have gone with Barcelona.
Oh, you can press it. can't you?
Individually, what would you go for, though? So you'd go Championship, would
I'd
you?
go Championship. I've gone for Championship. Yeah,
It's really difficult. Your love for football, if you're guaranteed first team football, you're the best player in that league.
Yeah.
But Barcelona.
You make an impact though.
Yeah.
I'd feel.
And if does it say never play?
More or less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never play in the first team.
Nah, Championship for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think you
Championship.
would. Yeah, you want to play, don't you? You don't
Yeah.
become a footballer to just sit on the bench.
Yeah, anyone can do that.
Yeah. I wasn't going to read this one out, but it's cringy, but we'll go for it. Would you rather give up supporting your football team or your relationship?
Football team.
You'd give up
I
your
don't
football
know.
team. Not
See,
a
currently I'm
chance.
single, so
I'm single as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like,
You can still get some though. Like
the thing
you don't have to be in a
the thing is relationships can end, but your love for your football team doesn't end.
That's a massive point.
What if Burnley signed Adam Johnson?
He's bad.
You just have to.
I'd have to try.
You'd have to embrace it.
I mean, it would be awful. I'd hate it, but I'd have to try and see past it.
Is it that easy though?
It's very, very
Imagine
hard.
If he scored and came up to the Burnley fan end, whatever you call it, and was like kissing the badge and everything.
It wouldn't sit easy. It wouldn't sit easy. But how can I not stop supporting my team? Like,
say if Adam Johnson scored a 90th minute winner against who were Burnley's rivals, Blackburn in the 90th minute, like it was 1-1. 90th minute winner 2-1.
And let's say this is a final of the FA Cup.
Yeah, and he came to the crowd like kissing the badge and everything. Adam Johnson.
We forgive you, Adam.
Would you chant that?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'd forgive him. Of course, I wouldn't say I'd forgive him, but I've just seen my team beat my dearest rivals in the FA Cup final, so I'm obviously going to be happy.
Well, Nantes scored the winning goal.
I can't answer that question.
No comments.
It's controversial.
I can't answer.
Seriously though, Connor, so you're in a relationship, aren't you?
Yeah.
Would you not? Well, would you give up supporting your football team?
I don't really support a team that much, to be fair. At the
Oh,
moment.
are you like a neutral?
Well, I occasionally go to Stoke games with these two.
Yeah.
But I think if I'm going to support a football team, it would be Stoke. I've obviously been going games since like 09, 08 sort of thing.
So you've never supported a club outright?
Well, I used to support Stoke, but I think I've just sort of drifted away as I've gotten older, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So again, this is a question.
You're giving up
the
wrong football team.
I'm the wrong person to ask for this. You know, I'd say fucking football team.
I'd give up relationship.
I think I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, have you ever loved a girl that much that you would actually give up supporting a football team?
I'd probably say something other than football team. So maybe, I don't know, PlayStation. Maybe.
Yeah.
Then I would.
I would for that. Yeah. But I've clicked. I'd give up the relationship, and it's 56% relationship and 44% football.
Football team.
I thought it'd be a bigger margin than that.
Yeah, for relationship.
Yeah, I thought it would.
I did.
Because relationships, they are in, and it depends. Like, of course, one can be for life, but some can be a month. So,
no, it's true.
Yeah. And football is your football team is usually always your life.
What would you have gone for, Jordan?
Probably relationship, just because, like I say, you can just go about your business without being with a in a relationship.
You might even meet the love of your life at a football game.
Yeah,
you never know.
You could.
Maybe.
Very doubtful.
Yeah.
Very,
very,
doubtful,
very.
You
rare,
never know.
But yeah.
What's the next question?
The next one, again, it's not the best one. I assure you, they do get better than this. Would you rather have a free season ticket for life, but you have to go to every game in full kit, or never go to a match again?
Oh God!
So you'd be that guy.
Armchair fan. It's comfy.
It's
I don't
comfy.
know,
though. Yeah.
It's not the same as being at the ground, though.
Nah.
You get a better view on the
I'd go in full kit.
I think I would.
You see a couple of people going in, and yeah, they look like dickheads, but
they look like you would be known as the guy that always goes in.
In fact,
full
you'd
kit,
build a
though.
following on social media. Your name could be like Full Kit Wanker.
Would that include the boots?
Yeah, the shin
think it
pads
would, yeah.
and everything. Shin pads and everything, yeah. You'd have to go proper. Jacket, all that kind of stuff.
If you've got long hair, you have to have the headband like Luka Modric as well.
Yeah, have to do all that.
Yeah, it's free season ticket,
like
especially
a
at
witch,
Liverpool.
Luka Modric.
You what?
He's like a witch, isn't he?
And he does.
He does, yeah.
Do
you know what? I think we're leading up to an episode where we just fully roast footballers.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think we need to. Because we've touched on it every episode.
I'm really struggling for this.
Like say if there was like a Halloween special,
like
scariest. There could be some interactive segment revolving around like scary.
I always remember. Did you ever have Match Magazine?
Yeah.
Do you remember always like at Halloween they used to make puns out of their names?
Oh
yeah.
We'll do a segment like that.
This one's the hardest.
It is very difficult. So you know where it says, but you have to go to every game.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to go to every game?
I think it'd be every.
Because it says, but you have to go to every game in full kit. So does that mean every game that you want to go to in full kit?
I think
I'd imagine so.
Yeah. Okay, that changes it a bit. Yeah, I'd do it.
I'd do it.
You could be an armchair fan when you don't want to go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, full kit.
I'm going to go full kit, yeah. Go for it.
Wow, 70%.
70%, yeah.
Wow.
This is a big one, and it kind of almost happened, really. this season. Would you rather lose the league and your rivals lose the Champions League final, or win the league but your rivals win the Champions League?
Wow, that's hard.
I want success for my club, and I would rather my club win a trophy, even if that means.
See, you were in an interesting
team.
position, I thought, because Liverpool fans this season would have rather have won the Prem than the Champions League. So it'd be a win for you. Say Everton won the Champions League, but you won the Prem after all them years.
I'm focusing
Liverpool fans
purely on Liverpool, and if they get a chance to win a trophy, I don't care if Man United win, let's say the FA Cup or something, the same as we win
the Champions League.
Mickey Mouse Cup, isn't it?
It's the Champions League, though. It's not the FA Cup.
But even the Champions League, as long as we win, let's say.
Did you notice how I said Everton and not Man U?
Yeah.
Just can't see it happening for years.
Nah, definitely not with your good old Ed Woodward.
Oh, was it 290k a week?
This is really hard.
No, 500k now. 500k. He's on that now, isn't he?
That's a joke.
This is really hard because, like,
I'm going to go both win. I am.
Imagine Blackburn
winning the Champions League. God, they still don't stop going on about winning the league.
Because then they would have won the Prem and the Champions League.
And all they'd say is, "Okay, we've won the league," but they'd say, "But we won the bigger trophy."
I think it's easier for me if we're talking about City.
Yeah.
Because if City win the Champions League, they've bought it.
It's Liverpool.
If Liverpool,
but Liverpool have won it enough, though.
Yeah.
Liverpool have won it enough. You can kind of sweep that under the rug. It's.
But then, how many Champions Leagues have they got now? Like, wouldn't they move up to second in the most?
Yeah,
ever?
we're third.
Yeah, so
yeah, I think we'll be joint with AC Milan if we win another one.
I'm gonna go both lose.
That's a massive shout, that is.
That's a big margin, to be fair.
What are the numbers?
21% both lose and 79% both win.
No.
It is one of them because you're adding to the history of your club, aren't you?
Yeah, you are, but I don't know. That's really difficult. That's one I'm genuinely struggling. Yeah.
I'm gonna go both win.
I can see why I'd go both win.
I'd probably say, have you seen the next question?
This one's easy, I think. Would you rather score the winning goal in a World Cup final or do the treble with your club?
So basically, would you rather win the World Cup, having it down to your goal?
Yeah. World Cup every time.
Yeah.
Easy.
100%.
Easy question.
54%.
How is that tight? I don't get how that's tight.
I think some people value club football more than international, don't they?
Next question.
Would you rather stand in a wall for a Roberto Carlos free kick or go in for a 50-50 tackle with Roy Keane?
Well, tackle with Roy Keane bends your career.
Roberto Carlos bends
it around the wall.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go Roberto Carlos.
You say that, though, where if it
if it's a bad day.
Yeah, it is coming your way.
It's got... I've gone Roberto Carlos.
Do you remember?
That's 68%.
There was you remember that five-a-side team that we did in high school? You know when you only played one game?
Oh, yeah, I do.
And then do you remember... No, but there was a guy called Mitch Shaw who took a shot from this big meathead and the ball hit him in the leg. And he had like a
Did he almost have a tattoo of the ball?
Well, he did like a big red... went down... It'd be like 5 times that. Do you know
I'd take, but you could break your leg from a Roy Keane.
Well, it could end your career.
I think, a Roy Keane tackle, it's not to be messed with, is it?
I'm going Roberto Carlos.
Do you remember Haaland, was it?
He ended his career, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he did.
Because he laughed at him, didn't he? Like, didn't he laugh at Roy Keane or told him get up?
Yeah.
What I will say, though, is partly why Man U are doing so bad now is you haven't got players like Roy Keane.
Well, have you that the one team United fans want him in as the new assistant?
Well, he's just left Forest, hasn't he?
He wants to be a manager, though. That's what he said. That's why he left the assistant role.
Roy Keane hasn't exactly got a glistening managerial CV, has he?
Neither is Ollie, really.
He did well with Sunderland.
Yeah.
He did well with Sunderland, Roy Keane.
Do you think that's what United need? Roy Keane?
Yeah,
no, he's not tactical, though. They need a proper manager.
He almost needs to come in as like an army general and just batter the players.
I think it's more than the manager. I think they need like a whole reshuffle at the board. But anyway, the next one. This is a tough one, I think.
Ooh, right. Who would you rather have played with? Ronaldinho, Zidane, Brazilian Ronaldo, Iniesta, Gerrard, Scholes, Maradona, Pele, or Best? Wow.
Zidane. Probably.
Right, so I think I know what yours is, Jordan.
I was kind of swaying.
Nah, I don't think.
Oh, really? Is it?
Surely you'd rather play with Gerrard.
I'm thinking as a player-wise,
The thing is, where do you guys play anyway? Natural positions.
goalkeeper.
Do you play
Out wide,
goalkeeper? Yeah.
Winger, usually.
I usually play fullback. I do more like
Yeah.
an attacking wing back. But
Yeah.
I'm quite surprised about that.
what?
Like a fullback,
Where do you think I'd play?
centre back.
Yeah, you do look like a centre-back, to be fair.
I thought you'd,
To be fair,
I thought you'd be a big striker.
I wouldn't rule it out.
No, I'd say centre back.
I've always played on the wing. I've either forward or
Yeah,
back.
I used to switch between wing and fullback.
Mm.
Yeah, I just can't defend though. That's my problem.
I wouldn't rule out CDM though. If you ask me my favourite position in football, I think it's CDM.
Yeah.
I really like sitting in front of the defence.
No, I do. That's a cool position to be able to do. So if you could
Yeah.
do that, you could sit with Zidane potentially, or sit with Scholes. You could have Ronaldinho feed off you.
Think about that. If you're sat in CDM
The thing
and
is,
you spot a run from Ronaldinho and you're
Ro-
just watching all this trickery go
the
on.
thing is, for me, it's sentimental, and I'm thinking Ronaldinho, and it's because he was the first footballer I really knew growing up, because he was on all the FIFA covers.
No, I
and
totally
all
get that.
And he was so skillful. He was on all the adverts. And
The first football
was one
kit
of
I
the
ever had, I had him on the back.
yeah,
Barcelona.
yeah,
Ronaldinho.
it was that stripe one. I remember.
Yeah.
I had that. Yeah, I'm kind of
My
swaying.
mic just come on.
Did it?
Did you hear it?
I
Did
know
it, yeah.
I'm kind of swaying towards Ronaldinho because of a sentimentality thing.
Do you remember that YouTube
thinking
video
George
of
Best as well then.
Ronaldinho?
George Best too.
Mm.
Do you remember that YouTube video of Ronaldinho? And he was
Yeah,
doing
where he
those free
repeatedly
kicks,
hits the
hitting
crossbar.
bar?
That for me
Yeah.
is one of
Wasn't
the
that
best
the
videos in football.
First YouTube video.
He was
to hit
unboxing
1
the
million
TM pose,
views or
wasn't he?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really popular.
It's hard though because I'd love to play with Best because I reckon he's a personality.
Is he alcoholic? Not
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I love how you
was.
chip in.
So
with
you put in the negative, yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was a proper he was a proper personality. My dad's favourite ever footballer.
It really depends where you play. So let's say then we're playing CDM, or if I'm playing CDM, then
Yeah,
I'm gonna want to feed it into the striker or the winger, aren't I?
yeah.
Yeah.
I want someone to make some attacking runs so I can get loads of assists.
I'd
If
say
I'm-
Maradona.
I thought no one says
Just-
Pele.
Yeah,
He
Pele and
faked all of
Maradona
his
are up there.
goals.
See,
Yeah.
if Ronaldo and Messi were up there, I'd go Ronaldo.
You
Hands
like
down.
I'd go Messi.
Favorite player ever.
I'd go Messi.
I think I'm gonna go
Messi's not there,
Ronaldinho.
though.
I know. But out of that list, though, I would have gone. I mean, players who aren't in that list, I would have gone Pirlo. Just
I mean,
'cause the
if you're a
That's
striker,
hypothetical, though. But
let's
yeah.
say you're a striker, then who would you want to play with? You'd be looking at
Your
Iniesta
strike
or someone
partner.
like that.
Oh, a strike partner.
Oh yeah, you could have a strike partner as well.
Yeah, so if you were a strike partner, it's Ronaldo. But if you wanted a central midfielder, I'd go Zidane.
Why is everyone overlooking Scholes as well?
If you're going with Scholes, why not just go with Iniesta?
Do you know what? I'm going Ronaldinho.
I'm going Ronaldinho. It's
What
sentimentality.
would you
I'd
go?
go Maradona.
Zidane.
Right. Have you clicked Ronaldinho, John?
I've clicked Ronaldinho.
I'm going to click Maradona for Jordan.
Oh, 1 minute. I'll go back to the results.
Okay.
Gerrard?
Gerrard won it.
Wow.
Gerrard 24%. Ronaldinho second on 18. Zidane third on 16. Brazilian Ronaldo.
Scholes got them,
Pele got 10%.
Yeah, Scholes got as many as Maradona with 6%.
And Best as well.
Jeez.
I'm
Wow.
surprised by that. I'm
But yeah,
surprised
Ronaldinho,
Gerrard was so
18.
far ahead. Yeah.
Do you reckon a lot of the people that are doing this quiz don't know who George Best is?
Could be.
That's
Probably.
a good point. A lot of people who are doing this,
It's not
what
our
kind of
era.
generation are they in?
It's not. It's my
Yeah,
dad's era. George Best was.
Exactly, yeah.
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
It's quite a funny one.
Mm.
Right. Would you rather look like Marouane Fellaini but play like Cristiano Ronaldo, or look like Ronaldo but play like Fellaini?
Look like Fellaini, play like Ronaldo.
Either way, you're getting girls.
That's a good point.
Look
to
like
be fair.
Fellaini, play
Yeah.
like Ronaldo. I'd be the best.
Yeah.
I'd be one of the best players in the world. Yeah,
Look like Fellaini.
I can take that.
Because like
And
you
then
said,
to be
you're getting
honest-
it anyway.
Yeah, and with great footballing ability,
It's not
Comes
just about
massive
getting
amounts of
girls
money.
as well. It's about success in the game.
No, it is.
Come
Yeah,
on.
it's true.
Yeah.
and you'll forever be known for that massive hair
Yeah, I'm going.
as you're
I'm
skirting
going.
your way past people.
I'm going play like Ronaldo, definitely.
Yeah. What would you go for, Connor?
I think you know where I'd go for.
What?
To have a guess.
Look like Ronaldo.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, you could get
What's
plastic
the need?
surgery.
You could get plastic surgery.
You could
yeah.
just
Because-
shave his hair off if you
He
want.
still looks like a Menga though.
No, Fellaini looks better without that massive hair.
Yeah.
He's not a great looking guy.
Give him
though.
a fade.
He's
a
not
nice
a great looking
fade.
guy though.
No,
is he?
no, but
No.
like
No.
you don't need to look like Ronaldo to, get somewhere. Well, I mean, like, if the girl's nice enough, she'll like you for who you are.
That's pure, that is.
Bollocks.
That's the purest thing we've ever heard.
Okay, that's probably complete and utter bullshit. I'm trying to
get that on a shirt.
Yeah.
Probably
Lomas,
fucking laugh at me.
2K19. What was it again?
I'm not saying it again.
What was it? If she likes you enough, she'll what?
No.
Garbage.
No, that is completely not true. No, but like, no, I'd play like Ronaldo. I'd be the best player in the world. Who would give a shit?
Girls, maybe.
You'd still get girls though.
Rooney's got married.
That's a fair point to me.
Fucking
That's a good
Rooney.
point.
And
Anything can happen.
Fellaini's better looking than Rooney.
Well, yeah, that doesn't take much, does
Crouch.
I know, I'm just saying. Crouch.
Yeah.
it? Yeah, Crouch, good point, actually.
Yeah, so...
Crouch might be a nice guy, though.
He is a nice guy.
If you are solely going on this on girls, you are, you know, it's a null point.
But Ronaldo's so much better looking than Fellaini.
We're going to have to go look like Fellaini, play like Ronaldo.
I'm
Yeah,
going
I'll
with
go for
Ronaldo.
that one.
Play like
Oh, yeah.
Fellaini. I pressed it.
Right, so
yeah.
I'm going to vote for you, Connor.
I pressed it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, the vote was... Yeah.
68%
Yeah.
play for like Ronaldo. So.
Wow, that's interesting. 32% did actually go for look like Ronaldo,
Why
play
would you
like
do
Fellaini.
that?
Well, Fellaini, you underestimate
Yeah, I've got
how
to say,
ugly
Fellaini he's not a shocking player. If
He's
he's
a
used correctly,
donkey, though.
he's just good at winning the ball.
Elbowing people as well.
Yeah.
It's a bony mess and...
No, I'm playing like Ronaldo. I think that's easy.
Right, here's one that we've kind of touched on in previous episodes.
How many questions are there? Quite
There's
a lot.
10, I think.
Oh, is there?
Would you rather your team buy the title with foreign players or stay mid-table but mostly bring through local youth players?
By the title.
Do you know what? I don't think you can argue. Every fan wants to see their team do well.
Win trophies.
Yeah, and to see... I mean, the true Geordie said it about that Newcastle takeover that
Is
could
that
be
still
happening.
What's going on?
You know, the news has calmed down a bit,
It
but
won't
I think
happen.
it
It's
might
not
be...
gonna- It's not going to happen,
Don't
is
you
it?
think?
No, of course it won't. No.
But he even said, like, he doesn't like Man City. He thinks they're a soulless club. But seeing
Different with
Newcastle win...
though.
Yeah.
Different with
There's not
Newcastle.
one time there's not one thought where you go, "Oh, we bought this title." You don't even think about
I think
that.
it's a different scenario with Newcastle. Though.
On the
I think
topic of
it's-
Newcastle, have you seen that Rafa's supposed to be leaving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
get onto that.
Yeah,
one,
we will. Yeah.
It's one of them though, because I reckon the first time you win it, say if you went by the title, you'll be like, oh great, but then when it becomes like a
novelty
Celtic
wears off.
situation,
Well,
like
70
when you're winning it and you're winning it, it
You
just
just-
comes a bit like...
And then
It is difficult, especially for clubs like Liverpool and Man U,
Yeah.
where we've won it out of just graft.
Yeah,
70%
exactly.
have said.
So it's-
70% have said they'd rather win the league, buy the league.
It is one of them.
I'd go
Like,
with that. Simple.
let's say then, Man
it's
U
not
never.
my fault they buy the title. I
Yeah,
suppose.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
one thing.
You can't
can say.
control it.
I
You
can't
haven't
control
said
it.
we're going to invest.
I
Like,
supported them before they were good. Yeah, I'm going to go buy the title.
so a few things come with this. You'd obviously get called a plastic fan
Yeah.
because it just does happen.
It's ridiculous though. I supported them before they were.
Yeah,
like,
but
had
they'd
an
say, "Oh
exploit.
yeah, that's BS."
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm going by the title.
But you're just laughing, aren't you?
You don't
on the
care.
victory parade.
You don't care. Of course
Yeah.
you don't. City fans don't care. Proper ones anyway.
Wow, are we on to the last one already?
Yeah, who would you rather get stuck in a lift with, Michael Owen or Owen Hargreaves?
Ooh.
Owen Hargreaves.
Owen Hargreaves,
Yeah,
yeah.
Owen
I've actually
Hargreaves.
met Michael Owen,
Where?
and 2011, 2012.
Where?
Met Rio Ferdinand and Michael Owen.
Where?
I was in the box at Old Trafford against
Yeah.
Crawley Town.
Yeah.
Right.
Big
Yeah, and he was coming through.
What did they say? Roy.
Right, Owen, I'm not going to lie, Owen was a bit of a prick.
Was he?
Yeah, I don't know if it's... Obviously, he was knocking on his career,
Yeah.
and he wasn't playing, even against Crawley Town.
Hates Man United as well, doesn't he? He's Liverpool, isn't he? Don't know why he
What
went
did
to
he
Man
say- what did he
United.
say-
though.
Fool.
He
What?
hardly said anything. Like I asked for a photo with him. He was like, "Yeah, go on then."
What did,
Like he was
So
pissed.
boring.
Yeah,
what did Rio say?
Rio was so good. Like such a nice guy.
What did he say?
Well, it was years ago, but he's like, "Oh yeah, let's have a photo, big man." And not, do you know what I mean?
Just be nice.
Yeah, just a nice guy. Like how he comes across on TV. That's what he was like with me.
Yeah, I'm going Owen Hargreaves.
Yeah.
Most people would rather get stuck in a lift with Michael Owen, 58%. Really?
Oh.
I wouldn't want to get stuck
Yeah, you
in a
wouldn't
lift
think
with
that'd be
Michael
so
Owen.
tight, would you?
I mean, Owen Hargreaves is boring. I mean,
I
I
suppose
do
with
get
Michael
that,
Owen,
but
you could. He's more. I don't know. Better career, more questions you could ask him, that kind of thing.
Owen Hargreaves won the
Potentially.
Champions League twice.
And
Oh, come on.
what I will say to defend Owen, when I met him is, I think it was just a bad day for him.
Yeah.
He's probably a nicer guy
It's just
in general.
boring though.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they're both really boring, and it's a really difficult question. But I'm going Owen Hargreaves.
Yeah.
I've gone for that as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised that's in the minority.
Do you generally think that Owen Hargreaves had an almost better career than Michael Owen?
No, not on an
No.
not on an individual
I mean,
basis.
yeah, I'm going to say Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Played
Yeah.
for clubs like Madrid.
it was a lot of unfulfilled potential of Owen. Both very injury prone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but-
didn't Hargreaves go a few years?
well, Owen did as
He's
well.
won the Premier League a few times, hasn't he, Hargreaves? Did he win it at Man City when he went there?
Yeah,
He only
but
played a game, didn't
I
he?
don't
He
think he
scored.
played many
Didn't
games.
he score?
He did, didn't he?
He did
I thought
score, yeah.
scored.
It was in his debut, I remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Has anyone got like any questions of would you rather? Can anyone think of any? Should we take a short break to think of some?
I've got one.
Have you?
Yeah. And, like, would you rather be a fan of the current Premier League now or football back in the 70s?
Ooh.
70s.
See, I would say that. Just, it had so much personality and, like,
Yeah.
you got teams like Derby, Forest, Leeds, Liverpool, all winning it. It's like,
But then if you ask people in the 70s that same question and they saw like that their team was in League 1 now, League 2, and there's different teams in the Premier League, would they want to swap? I think it's a case of like the grass is greener.
Football was fairer back then as well.
No VAR.
No,
I mean,
true, but
That'd be nice to escape.
I feel like the trophies meant more. Like, especially the
the
FA Cup.
did, yeah.
Like, now it's just another tin pot trophy and no one really cares about
domestic
it.
trophies meant more back in the 70s. The European Cup didn't mean as much, but I'm going to go with 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheaper
Just-
football was back then, less commercialised.
I was speaking to you about Brian Clough. I would have loved to have been a football fan during, like, his time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
just
Proper
to see the
personality.
personality and all that.
Yeah, I'm going with football in the 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone.
70s, yeah.
I know we're in the future of football, aren't we?
Yeah. And plus, didn't Man U get relegated in the 70s?
I think they do. Yeah.
Yeah. Burnley got relegated.
I'm gonna
in the
go
70s
now.
as well.
I like what we've got now. Even though United, either way, United were bad, weren't they?
The money wasn't so absurd and all that kind
That's
of
true,
stuff.
More
yeah.
working class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got any more?
So are you happy with Sanchez's wages and whatnot then?
Not at all.
It's a joke.
Apparently, he's holding up our transfer plans because he can't get rid of him.
Well, he's scoring goals at the Copa America.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Wait, haven't you been put in for, wasn't it like 100 mil for Aubameyang? You're rumoured to be
I haven't heard that.
lining up. Yeah, I saw it because all the Arsenal
What, Man
fan
United are
TV
spending
lot.
100 million
Nah,
for him?
because like, I don't know if it's true or not, but the Arsenal fan TV lot, they were saying like Man United are preparing like a 100 million bid for.
The hell's he done to
Aubameyang,
justify
and
that
it's like-
price?
Well, he was top goal scorer.
How old
Oh,
is he
he
now?
was
29.
third. He was
Not-
free of
oh.
the money.
Yeah, but he still won it.
Can't
like,
be spending that.
Oh, no,
Not on
on
a 29-year-old.
30,
No.
29
And plus, I swear, he only got like a year or two left on his
I
contract.
don't know.
don't
I heard
think
there was rumours he was off to China or something
We'll
like
talk
that.
about this later, though. Should we take a bit of an early break?
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
Prepare for the next segment. Right, so we're back after the break, and yeah, we're going to look at the best players.
We've lost someone.
Yeah, we've lost Jordan.
He's gone.
The Would You
Vanished.
Rather got a bit heated during the break, and
Well,
Yeah.
you and Jordan had a fight, didn't you?
We
Yeah,
did,
it was
yeah.
pretty.
I've got a
Scrap.
broken nose, and yeah.
So we've spent the last 15 minutes just clearing up the place because everything, was on the
It's
floor.
like a
But
crime scene, isn't it?
it is
Yeah.
really, yeah. Right then, so who would we go for goalkeeper? So we've got
Shagan.
Connor. He's going to make the team as we go
Okay,
along.
yeah.
I've put some shortlisted keepers in there. Let's start with De Gea. So
Okay.
based on form or from the current season, you wouldn't go for him, really, would you?
No.
Based on a player when he's in his prime
You
and he's in form,
You probably would, yeah.
he only got 10 clean sheets in 47 appearances.
It's awful.
But it's
is
not
that
just down
mostly
to him.
Man United's defence.
I mean,
as
yeah,
well?
we've got, Smalling and Jones.
Yeah.
It was. I'm Chris Smalling and I'm Phil Jones. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
It's just...
Embarrassing.
I'd put
Yeah.
Ter Stegen forward. I think he's a really good goalkeeper.
I've got Jan Oblak shorted as well.
And Jan Oblak's up there.
shortlisted.
That's those are my two. I'd go as my top two goalkeepers. With De Gea probably third.
He got 24 clean sheets in 46 appearances.
And he meant to be going United or something.
Yeah,
Oblak.
linked.
Yeah, he's linked.
Yeah.
If De Gea leaves, I reckon we'll go for him, yeah.
Should we go with Oblak?
Personally, I'd go for him.
How old is he?
Is he 26 now?
I wouldn't mind Oblak.
It's a good age for goalkeeper.
I wouldn't mind Oblak, but I'd personally go for Ter Stegen. I think he's really come on quite a lot.
Ter Stegen this
26,
season.
Yeah, he's only 26.
Ter Stegen this season got 23 clean sheets in 49 appearances.
Personally, myself, I think he's a really good goalkeeper.
I mean, if you look at
I do
Alisson
like
as well.
Oblak. Yeah, he's a good keeper.
If you look at Alisson and Edison, they've done phenomenal. Like 27 clean sheets in 51 appearances for Alisson.
Yeah.
Edison 28 clean sheets in 55 appearances.
Gone with Oblak.
And then, to be honest, the Chelsea manager Kepa,
Yeah.
he's done brilliant. 23 clean sheets in 54. It's not shocking.
No, I think he's actually a pretty good goalkeeper, to be fair. And I think
And
Edison's
manager.
a good goalkeeper.
And manager, yeah.
Wonder if he'll be shortlisted for the Newcastle job.
Yeah. Well,
Never know, do you?
That's just come out now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He's gone, Rafa.
Centre back. I've
Centre
gone with
back,
I've
okay.
just gone with Oblak, to be fair.
For goalkeeper, yeah.
So for centre backs, you've got to look at Van Dijk.
I think Van Dijk.
I think he has to.
Surely,
He's in there.
Definitely at the moment.
Delict.
Right, so this is a
De Ligt.
difficult one, I think. It's between Varane and De Ligt, I think.
I'd go Varane.
And then Koulibaly as well. He's had a sick season.
Yeah, he's a good player, Koulibaly, but I really like Varane. I think he's top class. Varane is.
He's stepped up this season.
I thought he was brilliant for France at the World Cup as well.
He was, yeah.
It's quite interesting seeing the player ratings on this.
I'd go Varane and Van Dijk.
So have you not touched Ultimate Team this season?
No, I haven't.
I haven't.
When did you stop playing Ultimate Team?
The last time I played Ultimate Team properly for probably the full year was probably FIFA 16.
FIFA 14.
Damn. No way.
Yeah, I used to have Samuel Eto'o.
I remember.
Oh,
I
Chelsea?
got kind of bored with Ultimate Team when they got rid of trade offers and they put in price ranges.
Yeah.
That
No,
kind of put me
it's
off.
annoying. People want that back, but
I played a bit this year at the start, and I played a bit of FIFA 18 and 17 here and there. Yeah,
I think it's quite boring. I
just play other games.
I used to just play
Actually,
career mode.
Are they still doing the journey?
Yeah, I haven't played that this year.
I was like, no, it was really cringe.
It's just cliche as hell. It was it was just goal but FIFA.
Do you remember
So
goal?
who have we got in centre back then? So we've got Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, yeah.
That's a no-brainer. Are you going for the golds, by the way?
Yeah, it's throwing the goal. We'll keep it simple.
Yeah, fair enough. I think we've got to go Varane, haven't we?
Yeah, agreed.
And do you meant me going United or something?
No,
Right,
bloody hell, go Man United.
We'll get on to that, but I am just going to touch on it now. Something like a 460 million transfer fee.
30 million, I think.
That's just stupid. I hope we're not dumb enough to pay that.
I don't think he'd leave Real Madrid though. I think
This is,
possible there.
if we ever did that, this is what I can see happening.
Yeah.
So let's say we splash out 430 million, which is just obscene.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
He has an okay first season, pretty bad second, and then leaves for 200 because no one else will pay. And 200 million for a centre
Well,
back.
it seems to be the United way now, doesn't it?
It does.
It does, yeah.
Well, have you read about Marcus Rashford's contract negotiations?
Oh yeah, doesn't he want more money?
He wants 300k a week.
No.
Yeah.
He was come and told Rashford that he's like sick and that he's in his prime.
Asian, probably.
Himself.
All of
Yeah.
a sudden, he went from this humble kid. It's like, you know what? He could be a superstar. And all of a sudden, it's like he's believed his own hype. And now it's,
And you've got everyone else in that team saying the same thing as well. I want Pogba saying I want
Henderson
this.
as well, who's just been on loan at Sheffield United.
Yeah.
If De Gea leaves, he thinks he's ready to step in.
He's a good goalkeeper, he is.
Dean Henderson. He's had a good season. Solid
Sheffield
season.
United. Yeah. Good goal.
And he wants 85k a week. He wants a triple his
He wants
wage.
85k. That's absolutely
They must
ridiculous.
just come in, look at the wage, like what people are on it, and go, do you know what? I deserve to be on this. And
I think that's what it is.
It's
madness.
It's awful.
It's only going to go up as well.
He's never played a Premier League game in his life. I mean, he's had a good season with Sheffield United. I think he should stay at Sheffield United for next season.
Yeah.
But 85 grand.
I know. I don't get where it's coming from.
That's
Like,
ridiculous.
When do you reckon there'll be a footballer that's on £1 million a week?
Soon.
next season at United.
Who do you reckon that'll be? Pogba?
Varane.
Probably, yeah. Good point.
430 million transfer.
Within 5 years.
Probably
reckon
will be
it'll
that,
be?
you know.
Probably within 5
Who
years.
do you reckon it'll be?
Not Ronaldo or Messi.
Mbappe, probably.
Oh yeah, Mbappe.
I could see it being Mbappe.
How old will Neymar be in 5 years' time?
I think he's about 27 now, isn't he?
Neymar will be like 32.
Yeah.
That's mad.
He's running out of time, he is. If
He's
he wants to
he's
have
hit the
proper-
panic button as well,
Yeah.
hasn't he now? He wants to leave PSG. apparently.
Well,
anyway.
why he went there in the first place?
Well,
I've no
He's admitted
idea.
it was a massive mistake.
Well, yeah. No
Well,
shit,
come out and
shit,
said
I think,
that.
yeah, apparently. So he left Barcelona to get out of Messi's shadow and create his own legacy,
He's now in Mbappe's
and now he's
shadow.
in Mbappe's shadow.
Mbappe's a better player, isn't he?
He is, to be
Better
honest,
footballer,
yeah.
He is
yeah.
a better player.
And no one would have seen that coming.
In terms of skillful and quick feet and so on, Neymar's better, but I'm
You
thinking
say that,
Mbappe's
though.
out and out a better player.
But quick
What?
Mbappe's feet are skillful
But
wise.
he's not as skillful and
He's
technical
like
as
straight to the
Neymar.
point, isn't
Yeah.
he, Mbappe?
That's what you want, really.
I know
do want that.
it's good. He's a good. I think Mbappe's a better player, but
I mean, if you're on a counter-attack, he'd suit Liverpool, he would.
in terms of pure talent, yeah, he would. In terms of pure talent, Neymar's better than him at the moment, anyway. But he doesn't
Yeah.
utilise that talent. He's very injury prone as well, and his attitude stinks.
What does he do?
His attitude stinks. That's
No,
his
it does.
problem.
So right-sided fullbacks
Yeah,
then.
we'll get back onto this.
I think this is good though because we can go off topic and
I was thinking Trent Alexander-Arnold potentially, but then
you've seen who I've got in my team, haven't you?
Yeah, you've gone for Cancelo, haven't
Yeah.
you, from Juve.
I think he's had a real good season. I can't really see why Juventus want to sell him, but
Yeah,
quite low rated, isn't it? His normal gold card.
who? Alexander-Arnold.
78.
Yeah, but look at he's got team of the season.
Well,
hasn't
he's got 94. Yeah.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
so good.
What
Him
are
and
the-
Robertson are
What are
so
these
good.
bluish, not pink cards?
he? For birthday, I think.
What does that mean?
Is it pink?
It's pink and green, yeah.
Oh, that's Future Stars. That should be purple and green.
What's that? Purple, pink.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Players who you like are going to be good in the future and what their potential is. I've got Future Stars Lafont,
Who's
90 rated.
I've seen
Goalkeeper.
so many
Yeah.
quite behind. You know what I mean?
I haven't got any stats for the fullbacks, but based on who you think then is the best, not just on the current season. Like I've said, I like Cancelo. Alexander-Arnold has had a sick season.
Should we go with Alexander-Arnold?
In terms of potential,
Let's go with Alexander-Arnold.
go on then.
It's definitely Robertson for left back. I think he's the best left back in the world. I can't think of
What's
anyone
his
else.
rating?
Maybe Marcelo, but
Yeah, it's shit season.
I think Alex Telles has had a good season.
yeah,
Could argue Robertson has surpassed that
yeah.
and had a much better season.
Robertson's been brilliant. I'd go Robertson.
Is he the best left back in the league for you?
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd think so. But I've quite a margin as well. Centre mids we're on to now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do
Did you
think?
put Robertson in?
I'll
by
put
the way?
Robertson in, yeah.
So you got a back four, centre mids. My
Modric.
little list, what I've got going on here, I've had to mention Pogba
Yeah.
because his stats are decent this season.
Yeah.
Put Modric in there.
Yeah.
David Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Thiago Alcantara.
Bernardo Silva,
Yes, that's a shout.
maybe. I think
That's-
he's
that's
been
a decent
brilliant.
shout.
One of City's better players, I think.
But then you've got Bruno Fernandes, more of an
Yeah.
attacking midfielder.
Kante.
Kante's in there. Casemiro,
Would you
Frankie De Jong,
Yeah, Frankie De Jong's had a good season.
Christian Eriksen.
Would you have Kante as a kind of water carrier to help your midfield?
I think you would, yeah.
I think I think Kante's got to be in there.
Gone for after throwing Kante, Modric.
I don't think Modric should be in there. He was
What?
on the short list, but I don't think he should be in
Well,
the
do
What,
team.
what have you put in then?
Well, I just put I put Modric, Pogba, and Kante in.
I'd put Pogba out.
Yeah, pull Modric and Pogba out.
I'd put Bernardo Silva in potentially.
And then Rodrigo De Paul has had a good season as well at Udinese.
Yeah.
It's
totally-
right winger though. Bernardo Silva is apparently on it.
No.
He's got a
well,
centre mid, I think.
Kind
Oh,
of
he
plays
has got,
attack.
he has got
yeah.
a central. Yeah.
This is controversial. I think Neymar in centre attacking mid. If you're looking at someone when they're in
Or played
form,
I'd say he's more out and out winger than
Change the
Neymar.
formation.
well, he's got a centre attacking mid card, and I was thinking Mbappe left wing.
But
you could switch those two. He's got a left wing card. It is a foot birthday. I've put Messi on the right.
So I've got Kante.
This is going to blow your mind. There's a Van Dijk striker card.
Is there?
Why?
Why?
Foot birthday.
What does that?
You need to get back on it. You
No,
need to get
I
back
don't.
on
I'd
it.
rather. I've got other games to play.
Like
you do
what?
Good question.
GTA?
No, I didn't play GTA.
No.
Not really. I play a bit of Red Dead.
I still play GTA.
Fair. I get why.
It's like, what is it, 6 years old now?
Well, Rockstar are still releasing content for it, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I don't play online anymore, though.
You still play story mode.
Hmm.
Still, do what?
I did play online, to be fair. Like,
But story mode, they haven't
Couple
released
months.
anything new for
my
it.
Xbox Live ran out, so I just didn't bother.
They haven't released anything new for story mode. So
Nothing,
what
no.
would you do?
Just shoot people.
Does it get boring though?
It's not a bad game.
Suppose you
Very
could-
good game.
Yeah, well, yeah, masterpiece. You going for Neymar?
I think so. Like in my team, I've got Rodrigo de Paul in centre mid.
Striker, should we go Mbappe?
Well, I've put Ronaldo at striker. His team of the season.
Or would you put Ronaldo left wing?
I think he has got a left wing card.
Put Ronaldo left wing potentially, and have Mbappe striker and right wing.
Yeah, it's got left wing.
Who would you go for right wing?
I put Messi.
Yeah, I'll go, of course. Yeah. How can I forget? Yeah.
Just
Messi,
so we could include those top four.
Yeah.
I put Ronaldo striker, Mbappe left wing, right wing Messi, and then Neymar centre attacking mid.
Yeah, that sounds like a good choice.
Say that again.
Very attacking. But
So
yeah.
Ronaldo striker.
Yeah.
Then I've got Mbappe left wing.
How much would this team cost?
Oh, millions.
How much?
I would estimate 20 million.
Sounds it, doesn't it?
How would you get 20 million on FIFA now?
Buy it. Just spend your money on it. You just wouldn't, would you?
No.
Because like you're talking probably £1,000 realistically.
Probably on FIFA packs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
seriously.
Who's going right wing?
Messi.
I thought he was a striker.
He's got a right wing card.
Plays more right wing now, doesn't he?
And then we play Neymar, Cam.
Yeah.
There you go, boom.
Like I said, very front loaded, but
Well, apparently here it says starting price is at 629,000 coins.
No way.
Probably waffle.
You couldn't even get Van Dijk for that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Is it that overpriced?
Yeah, massively. I think Ronaldo at the moment is team of the season. I think he's going for like 6 million.
crazy.
crazy money.
But yeah, what do you think of that?
The team.
Hmm.
What is it to think? It's
It's a good
sensational,
it's a
isn't
good
it?
team, isn't
Yeah.
it? Great team. Do you reckon we'll ever get to see Ronaldo and Messi play together?
No.
I don't think we will, unless it's a charity match when they're like
They'll
50.
They'll do a charity match eventually, but
When
other
they're
than
50 years old.
that, yeah.
Do you reckon they'll ever, in terms of like MLS though?
We've touched on this. Like I can see Ronaldo going to the MLS.
Yeah.
I
What about
don't
Messi?
think Messi will.
No, I think Messi will return to Argentina.
I agree. Yeah.
What for like Neil's old boys or something?
He did say. I'm sure he said that. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Aguero were saying they'd like to go to their old teams in Argentina, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, fair enough then. You know what I mean?
So moving on from the team, it's a bit too early to speak about the Ballon d'Or. Else we're going to do a short list.
Yeah.
But I realise it gets announced in like December, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So maybe around October time,
Mm.
we can touch on that. But who do you think is the front runner?
Van Dijk.
I do. I think
Mate.
Messi's going to be up there.
Messi will be up there. It's those two, but I think considering the impact he's had on the team and the fact that they won the Champions League, they often go for a player
They
that's
do,
won
yeah.
the Champions League.
Be nice to see a centre back again as
And
well.
I think that as well. They haven't had a defender win it since Cannavaro, which was a long time ago.
06, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that's a long time ago. They can tick that off the list. Yeah, I think it's Van Dijk.
Who do you think?
Probably Van Dijk.
It's got to be,
I
hasn't
think
it?
got
he's
to be
probably
Van
going to
Dijk,
win
yeah.
it. I'd be
I
surprised.
think
if he
Messi second,
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
just because 51 goals and 22 assists in 50 games.
I think if Messi was to win the Copa America, he might nick it.
Is he going to win the
Ooh.
Copa America though?
But
That's a shout.
no, he's probably not going to win because
Well, who's going to win the women's Ballon d'Or?
Oh, couldn't tell you.
Sorry, I couldn't tell you.
How come?
Can you tell us, Connor?
Lucy Bronze.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
that the only one you know?
Your wide depth of knowledge.
Or Hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
She
Yeah.
doesn't even play anymore. Even I know that.
Alex Morgan.
It's a shout. Carly Lloyd.
yeah,
There you go, names.
Mm.
But yeah, I think I'd be
Phil Neville.
I'm surprised.
Phil Neville.
I'd be surprised.
Puts
if it
a wig
wasn't-
on.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't either Van Dijk or Messi at this point.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Neymar will ever win a Ballon d'Or?
Be surprised.
He's got to book his ideas up.
He
He's
does.
going to have a sensational season.
He'll never win it at PSG
No.
because of the league. He needs to go back to Barcelona.
I think when he
What
was
about
looking at that
Prem?
move, think about it, when he was looking at that move, it seemed amazing. PSG, like Juve, are a team where their prime goal is to win or place high in the Champions League.
Definitely.
He saw this, go there, win League One, that's a given,
Yeah.
and win the Champions League, finish top scorer in both competitions, win the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, yeah, he
That's
won,
his
yeah.
vision. Just didn't work, did it?
No.
Do you reckon he'll ever go to the Premier League?
No.
There's options open for him. I just think
What
it
Premier
might
League
be
team would have
too.
him?
Is it too
United?
physical for him?
I think he'd be fine. I think he'd probably be fine, but I just don't know what Premier League team would pay the money for him.
He has been linked with United.
Well,
I think.
everyone's been linked with Man United.
Yeah. Like we said a couple of episodes ago, if we were footballers, we would have been linked.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, I think I think Neymar needs to move back to Barcelona or go to Real Madrid, somewhere like that, and just book it, like, get his attitude back into straight. I mean, I don't know if he ever had the greatest attitude, but it's awful at the moment. And you can really see. I mean, this season he's been dreadful.
Well, he runs the club, doesn't he, as well? PSG.
That's ridiculous. Player power's just getting mad.
See, if Neymar didn't ever win the Ballon d'Or, would he be the best player to have never won it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh, who hasn't won it? Iniesta's never won it.
Pirlo
never won it, but Iniesta's better than Pirlo, and Xavi is, and they both never won it. That's a really good question. That is.
Difficult one.
One I can't. I'd say Iniesta. That's off the top of my head.
He was always in Messi's shadow, though.
But he's a different role to Messi, though. And the only reason why he probably didn't win it was because of Messi.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
So
I think that's one to come back to, isn't it?
Yeah,
maybe
do
next
that
podcast.
Next week.
Yeah, let's go on to some transfer rumours again now. So
we could touch a bit here on Rafa leaving Newcastle. It was just announced midway through the podcast.
It was, yeah. And it's a good job we take the break.
Yeah.
Because we'd miss out on stuff like that.
That's big. What do Newcastle do now? Who do they get? Do they get someone like Sean Dyche? Do they get someone like, if the takeover comes into place, would it be a big blockbuster name?
Luis Enrique.
Yeah. who would it? What goes
Could you
on
see
there?
Mourinho going to?
I think he said he's open to it.
If the takeover takes place, yeah, he goes.
I mean, in terms of it working for both parties, it allows Mourinho to get his career back on track.
Yeah.
Newcastle to hopefully be on the up.
Takeover then is just kind of froze.
It's taken ages.
They need to act quick though, don't they? Because they now need a new manager.
If it falls through, can you imagine?
I mean, like, I think they probably go down, don't they, next season? Newcastle.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, they've got. I mean, it's very, very early bookies, but early bookies odds on. Well, he's not odds on, but he's the favourite. Is Dyche. You've got Gary Monks up there, who just got sacked from Birmingham. I'd be surprised if that happened. David Moyes is up there. They just put the classic ones to begin with.
Allardyce.
No, he's not up there.
Really?
Well, he failed at Newcastle, didn't he? He went there.
Well, yeah, but he's always on the list.
How do you think Dyche should do if he left?
To go to
if
Newcastle.
He left Burnley, yeah.
Now, a year ago, I'd say if depending on the right circumstances and what he was given, I think he'd be brilliant. And I still kind of do think that. I think he's done a brilliant job at Burnley. But there's the part of me that thinks, kind of like Eddie Howe at Bournemouth, is this a thing where he's very, very good at one club and it's a really good fit and it might not work elsewhere? And especially with Newcastle, where it's a toxic environment with Ashley, he's not going to have the funds. It's certainly not his team. And it's a big, big job, Newcastle is. He could struggle. But I think out of the ones I've just said there, he's probably the best one they could go for, unless they were to, like the Slaney and Mikel Arteta, but I don't think he'd.
Oh, that'd be quite interesting.
That'd be interesting if they got the takeover, but would he leave Guardiola? I mean, he turned down Arsenal last year. I doubt he'd,
I remember that, yeah.
I doubt he would, if after turning down Arsenal, go to Newcastle. So.
But with that kind of investment.
Yeah, if the takeover comes through, I don't know if it is going to go through now.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Can you imagine?
It's just died. That talk's completely died a death. Like, it still could happen.
Well, it's like we said earlier. Like, to be honest, other than the tournaments, football's been slow this week.
It has, and that's woken it up a bit, Rafa. That's big.
That's the most interesting thing.
That's
probably
massive news, because what does Rafa was rumoured to go to China as well. So is he going to go there?
I'm gutted for Rafa, especially if this takeover happens.
The rumour was that the new owners wouldn't have wanted Rafa anyway. That was the rumour, wasn't it?
How come, do you reckon?
I don't know. I wouldn't get why they would, but kind of like when Man City got taken over by the Sheikhs, they got rid of Mark Hughes, didn't they? And he wasn't doing a bad job. But yeah, it's interesting for Newcastle what they pick now, and maybe Ashley needs to realise that if he doesn't get this takeover through, he's going to have to give the new manager some money and to keep that team up, because they could really struggle. I think they've basically stayed up the last few seasons because of Rafa.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They put the ticket prices up and everything, haven't they?
They're an absolute disgrace.
Charge more for shirts as well, the Newcastle shirts.
Well, have you seen the new Newcastle shirt? It looks like just cheap and tacky.
What's that? 65 quid.
Is it 65 quid for a Newcastle?
It's
top,
too
though?
much, to be honest.
I mean, aren't Man United kits usually about 55 or 60?
For the full kit, you're probably looking at 90 to 100.
Or full though? Are you talking the shorts? Not just the top.
Just the top is like when it's new, 60 quid.
Yeah, aren't you on about here Newcastle?
Yeah,
65 pounds
quid, yeah.
for a new Newcastle top.
Yeah.
Who are not even mid-table. They're fighting
It's
relegation
insane.
every year. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I feel sorry for Newcastle.
People still buy it.
Rafa,
Don't they?
I really like Rafa. I'm actually surprised Rafa stayed as long as he did. I think he's finally got fed up. I think he's finally realised nothing's going to change.
And it was noble, like, to go from Real Madrid
Yeah, it was.
to Newcastle in the
yeah.
Championship.
And he stayed with them in the Championship, got them up, he's kept them up, and he's done as much as he can. And I feel sorry for him, but he's honourable, and hopefully he gets a good job now. I mean, like, I wouldn't like him to go to China, but I suppose at least then he'd get a good payday.
It's just been a slow week, I've found, especially for
It's been
transfers.
so slow. Yeah, it's been really slow. It's been slow for a while, though, because not many teams have made, other than Real Madrid, have made a lot of signings, and I think it's because largely players are on holiday and
Well, with the
all
tournaments as well.
the
AFCON,
tournaments,
Copa America.
yeah. I think as soon as like July hits,
He's
you'll
on,
probably see some more. action.
£67,000 a week.
Who's that?
Daniel James.
Oh, I
67
don't like that.
It's ridiculous. How often is he going to play for Man United?
I think he will play a part.
Yeah.
Lee Grant's on 20k a week.
It's just... Maybe that is about right for a Premier League 3rd/4th choice keeper.
Could see that more than Daniel James.
Still, yeah, I guess it's still obviously a lot.
I mean, he was good at Stoke.
Yeah.
He wasn't bad at Burnley as well, to be fair.
I think we've wrapped up the big ones.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think there's
agree.
any more to talk about.
I agree.
It's just been such a dead week,
Yeah, I agree.
other than the tournaments.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, there goes the final whistle. If you want to have your say, email us on talkballpodcast@gmail.com or follow our Facebook page and join our community. And don't forget to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening on. And if you crave even more football chat, subscribe to us on YouTube for some additional football content. But we'll see you in the next one.